Hello and welcome to Being Frank. It's been a while and I've been meaning to talk to you, but it is what it is. But here we are. And welcome to our welcome to our coffee farm. This is our coffee farm. It's not that big, but it's small. And I'm taking up the responsibility to do what you call pruning of the coffee. And what is pruning? Pruning is like, you see, like these things coming out of the branches, so you remove these ones using pruning shears. So that's what I'm doing, and I've been meaning to do this video to say where I've been for the last 2 months or so. Actually, yesterday marked 2 months since I last did a YouTube video about being frank. So where have I been? I said earlier, there's a video I did like 2 weeks ago, and I was saying that being frank ain't dead, and that's for sure, because something happened to me and I said I'll share it today. But before that, can we do some coffee pruning? I am sure you've seen how it's done. Can you see this branch? I'm sure you can. So you cut these ones, and this coffee pruning. You prune out these unwanted branches so that the coffee can ripen well, and we get the dollar. Anything for the dollar. Anything for the dollar. Anyway, so like 2 months ago, actually the reason I'm doing this, someone used to do it 2 months ago. Someone used to do it, but now I'm the one doing it. And why? That someone was my dad. And why am I using past tense? Because he passed on, and that was 2 months ago. It was a shock to me and to our family. He was a healthy man, never got any issues with his health, but something just happened, something that couldn't be diagnosed happened to him, and he died in his sleep. So may his soul rest in peace. It has been 2 months of mourning, missing him, trying to fill his shoes, and that's why I've learned how to do these things. He's a pro in this. Actually, apart from being an awesome and the best dad in the world, he used to know everything to do with coffee. I'm sure he was one of the best coffee farmers you have around. And I surely miss him. He is the one who taught me how to do this, and I'm quite good at it. And at least I'm so happy that he got some chance to teach me how to do this, because if he didn't, I'm sure he could be hiring someone to do it. But because he did his work as a dad, I interned with him to do this work. So you might wonder, why am I talking such smiling about it and sharing a sad news? The good news is that apart from losing my dad, there's still that empty hole in my heart. But as I was doing the last video, and I was saying that being frank isn't dead, I said that in every situation, it's important for you to find the silver in that cloud, to see the lemonade in the lemon. So for me, I saw the lemonade in the lemon, and as bitter as this lemon was, it was so bitter. If you've been left by a loved one, you know what I'm talking about. It was so bitter, and it was not easy. It was not easy for me. But I sat down and asked myself, there's some people who have never seen their dads. There's some people who lost their dads when they were very young. But for me, my dad was able to raise me up to where I am right now. A big man. I'm a man of myself. So I say it was a blessing from God, and I said that I'll find the blessing in this occurrence. So what I did earlier this year, I had announced that I will write a book this year. Yes, that was goals 2019, hashtag 2019 goals, resolutions, a new year. Ndio hizo sasa tumeanza kukumbuka. So for me, I did a resolution, and one thing I can assure you is that I followed up with some. You all know that we don't follow up with every one of them. And this resolution to to write a book, it started on the first day of the second day of the first day I came up with the name of the book. The second day I came up with the plot of how the book will be like, and yeah, I've been doing it. So when this thing about my dad came about, I was like, it has never been the best time to finish writing a book apart from now. And that's exactly what I did. So after my dad passed on 19th of March, I came home in Shags in Meru on 20th. So today's 20th. It's been 2 months since I came to this home after my dad left. Since I saw this coffee needed to be pruned, but there's no one to prune it anymore. I'm sure he had already started. I can see some places have already been pruned. But anyway, sad story apart. So after going through the process of burial and everything, I sat myself down. I asked myself, as the firstborn son that he left behind, what can I do? What can I do to keep his legacy alive? So I thought, then being frank came back to my mind. I know being frank is where my legacy is, and that's my purpose in this world, to be frank with people, to help them to find their truths and to know that this is an abundant life, a life that is meant to be abundant in every situation, in every aspect of your life. That's my legacy. That's my purpose in this world. So this book that I said that I'll write, it was part of my story of what made me to come to start being frank in the first place. So guys, I can say that for the last after my dad passed, that was 2 months ago. So for the last 2 months after burial and everything, I went back to Nairobi, and in a record time of 1 week, I was able to finish half of the book that I hadn't written already. And now the book is with the editor. The cover design is there. Actually, I can show you part of it, and so that you can also see the title, and you'll see it somewhere. I don't know. I place it right here, Yeah. I place it right there. You'll see the cover, and the title is The American Dream. The American Dream. So why the American Dream? Because I'm from Meru, and this is a dream of a Meru people, of a Meru person rather. So I chose this title particularly because we know that we have heard of relatives or maybe friends or maybe neighbors who have gone to the US to look for the American dream. But now for me, mine is the American dream, something that is of the Meru. So this is just but my journey of self-development, my journey of learning things. Because when I used to be small, I used to think that the biggest thing that I can ever achieve is to make it in life, buy a big bus, fill it with wheat flour, bring it to my mom, so that she could cook chapatis every time, because I love chapatis. So that was my biggest dream. I used to tell my mom, when I grow up, I'll buy a big bus and I'll be filling it with wheat flour and jerrycans of cooking oil, so that you can be cooking chapatis for us every day. That was my dream. But now, as I've grown up, as I have evolved, as I have interacted with people, after I've been exposed to what life has to offer, I have realized that the dream has changed. It has grown actually. It is now something bigger. And this book is about showing the journey that I've gone through, the journey of self-development. Oh, sorry about that. The journey of self-development. Don't mind my camera position. The journey of self-development that I'm been through. And actually, this is just to introduce what being frank is all about. This is just to show you why it's important for you as a person not to live this world the way you came. Because you are brought here for a purpose, and it's up to you to find this purpose, pursue it, and serve God with your purpose. And serving God involved serving His people. Okay, so this book is about that, and it shows my dream as it is. It paints a picture of where I've come from, of where I'm going, and it's super exciting for me. It's a new beginning. It's the launch, I can call it. When they launch the American Dream, that's when Being Frank will officially launch, and this gonna be an international company educating people towards abundance and prosperity, because I believe that we have been sold on the lie that there's nothing enough for everyone in this world. Look, even in the evening when you watch your news, it shows you scarcity. It shows you there's not enough stuff, money, love, everything that you can think of in this world. But I believe differently. I think that there's enough. This is an abundant world. The trees don't struggle to grow. Neither do birds struggle to fly in the air. Neither do the fish. Why should we people struggle in life? I have never gotten that answer, and that's why I'm so passionate about helping people find their truth, find their purposes, and be frank with yourselves, with their situations as they are. I know they are tough. We've all been through tough times. We've all been through tough situations, and yeah, it's life. It's life. And in the midst of it all, we can find the lemon, or the lemonade in the lemons. We can find the silver in that cloud. And I believe we can always think abundance. We can always think enough. We can always think more than enough, actually. We can always think in overflow. We can always think in everyone being okay, everyone doing well, everyone finding love, everyone finding everything that they need to live as human beings in this world. So that book is about that. And so this was to announce officially about the release of the American Dream. It will be available on Amazon Kindle. So if you don't have a Kindle application, please go download it. I'll make sure that I put a link there so that you can just click it. It will take you directly to Play Store. You download the Kindle application. If you don't have an Amazon account, please open one. And for the first, I think 20, 30, 40, I don't know, but for the first few people, the book will be almost free I'll give out the book free on Kindle, and because I need some reviews, guys. I need your help here. I need your help. I really need your help to make this book a bestseller, and I believe it has what it takes to become a bestseller. So it will be available on Amazon. Actually, it's the editor who is taking some time to make sure that my Shrabish Kimeru accent doesn't affect the book, and because I typed it myself, so it is important that it be edited by a professional editor. So that's why it's taking more time than I thought. The cover design is also underway. What you have seen already, that's just what do you call them? Ile yenye tumesema it should look like this, something of the sort. So what the cover will be just the final version of this. So that's just the cover, that's the title, and yeah, I'm excited about everything, and I really need your help in this, guys. I really need your help to make Being Frank a success, to make the American Dream reach every person in this world. I need your help. I need to make it a bestseller on Amazon, and guys, I am counting 100% on you. You are my best friends. You are guys. So I know you'll support me in all ways possible. You'll give me nice reviews, and it will become a bestseller. So I said that I wanted to find the silver in the cloud of losing my dad, and this is about it. So by the way, if you never knew, courtesy of this coffee, I went to school. Courtesy of this coffee, my siblings went to school. Courtesy of this coffee. Actually, most of the things in our homestead, we can say courtesy of this coffee. So you know why I'm taking some time to take care of it, because I still have siblings who need to finish school, and because of this coffee, they still go through school. So coffee is a good thing. I don't know about what people say about there. Kuna watu wanasemanga tunapelekanga kwa factory kukopeshana. But it's okay. But at the end of the day, it pays the bills, it makes things work. It pays the school fees, it puts a roof over heads of some people, and I've written about it on my book. So you better read that book. You better read that book. So shall we take a tour and do some more pruning of the coffee? But before that, I just remembered something. Now, naacha kila kitu, sijui niekelee wapi. Naacha kila kitu tuongee sasa. Stop postponing things, guys. I've learned this the hard way. Okay, it's not the hard way rather, but I've really come to realize that if you need to do something, now is the time to do it. Now is the time. If you need to tell someone you love them, now it's the time. Not tomorrow. Don't do it tomorrow. Do it now. Do it today. If you want to make a phone call to someone that you really need the help, or you need to talk to them or something, don't do it tomorrow. Don't do it next week. Do it now. Do it today. If you want to take someone out, don't ask them out next year. Ask them today. Ask them now. You can pause this video and ask them out right now. If you need to say sorry to someone, don't do it tomorrow. Do it now. Don't do it next week. Do it now. Don't do it now it's around 5 p.m. Don't do it 5 p.m. Don't do it at 6. Do it at 5 p.m. Now that you've had this, don't put off things, guys. If you need to buy something or to buy a book that you need to read, a book that will change your life, will help you transform who you are, do it today. Don't do it tomorrow. Why? Because sometimes it might be too late. Actually, it might be too late for you. Don't put off things. Do them now. I'm saying this because I missed with the whisk to make things right with my dad. And I'm so grateful to God that we are able to resolve. There's a small issue about a business that we started and it failed. And we really never cleared the hair. But just like 3 weeks before, we had already cleared it. So I was thinking, what if I had said that I'll do it in August, in December, next year? I could have never gotten a chance to make things right with my dad. So guys, don't put off things. If you love someone, tell them. If you hate someone, tell them. If someone annoyed you, tell them that they didn't do you well when they did something to you. So don't put off things, guys. Say things. Tell someone what you feel. I hope you understand what I mean. Don't put off things. Do things now. Don't do them tomorrow. Don't do it for tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow. Say thank you to this was our tripod stand. This coffee, it has a lot of work to do with pruning. All these things. You can see all this stuff. This is what is pruned. This yellow stuff. Green but yellowish. This is what needs to be pruned out of this coffee, so that it will look like that one. That's how it needs to look. But for now, I need to go back to work on this coffee, and tomorrow I'll be picking these red berries. The red ones, they are very sweet, by the way. If you want to eat them, but you'll only eat the outer cover because the rest of it is very hard, you can't chew. So I'll be picking those berries. And it's huge. It's a lot. This coffee, for those who thought coffee is picked from, or rather it's it's mined. Coffee is picked from trees. Coffee trees. And these are coffee trees. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon about the book. When it's ready, you'll be the first people to know. When the editing is finished, nitawajulisha, and I know you'll make that order on Amazon. Please check down here on the description. Utapata link ya kudownload Amazon Kindle application and create an Amazon account, please. Even if not for anything else, please do it for me, and I need your help a lot. I need your help on this. I need your review. So I want you to be the first person to read this book. So have those applications ready. Have an Amazon account and then download the Amazon Kindle. It's an awesome application. You can even buy so many books. There are free books to read online, and I can share some that I've already read. So when you download, just if you have my number, hit me up or message me on YouTube, and we can talk more about books and what I've learned and some of the books that I've read. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon on the next video. Remember, the American dream, being frank, is alive and well.